And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Hello everyone, welcome to Alaska Weather. I'm meteorologist Peter Chan coming to you from the National Weather Service in Alaska region on this Friday, April 18th, 2025. And it's been a rather busy week weather-wise across the state with that storm system that brought a variety of weather to quite a large geographical area. We still, though, have blizzard warnings in effect through late this Friday night, early Saturday morning along the Arctic coast. Strong northeast to east winds combined with light snow are creating blizzard or near blizzard conditions, but things will be improving there along the Arctic coast as we head through the day Saturday. We still find some areas of mainly light snow, some low cloudiness and fog across portions of the interior, which certainly has restricted air travel. And then we have lingering rain and snow showers that will occur here as we head into Saturday across the Panhandle. Right now, another push of rain moving in at sea level and lower elevations along the northeastern Gulf Coast and Panhandle with this secondary low that's working its way east across the northern Gulf. And then as we go through the weekend, there will be another area of low pressure organized as it crosses the Aleutians up into the Bering with a frontal system. It'll bring some more wet snow and rain and breezy conditions to the southwest coast of the mainland, but nothing quite as strong or as hefty as what we just went through here during the midweek period. So up there at New Exit along the central Arctic coast, blizzard conditions continue, temperature only around 10 above. There's been considerable blowing and drifting snow along the Arctic coast, making for dangerous conditions. But as I said, we'll see those winds begin to relax here for Saturday, and as well as the snow diminishing, so conditions will gradually improve through Saturday morning and afternoon. Cape Spencer along the outer portion of the Panhandle there, showing rain and light fog this afternoon with temperatures near 40 degrees. And the rain right now across areas, especially the northern and into the central Panhandle, being enhanced by this push of moisture that was from the original storm. But so what we have going on, at least this is it as far as advisories, watches, warnings as of mid-afternoon Friday. We still have the blizzard warning in effect. Part of that was trimmed off from Point Hope up to Point Lay, but there still is a blizzard warning until 1 a.m. Saturday morning for Point Lay eastward through Utqiagvik, New Exit, all the way over to Demarcation Bay. Strong northeast to east winds causing considerable blowing and drifting snow in sections there of the Arctic coast. But as I mentioned, conditions should be improving as we go through Saturday morning and certainly by afternoon. Quick check of how have things been for precipitation across the state since March 1st. It's been a wet and or snowy spring across the state in a number of locations. The area, though, that has seen precipitation average 200%, twice the normal rate. Areas along the Elkhorn border there, north of Northway and east along the Tanana River, especially north side of the Alaska Range, Lake Minchumina region. So been very snowy here this spring. A lot of moisture coming over the Alaska Range and then dumping here in the interior, as well as moisture coming up the Yukon River. Another area that's seen enhancement is around Kotzebue Sound and the southwest slopes of the Brooks Range. The area that has been the driest up until just recently, literally this week, has been Wrangell St. Elias Mountains, parts of the Copper River Basin, and then up here along the central Arctic coast, the same places that are getting the light snow right now. It's not a lot of moisture, but overall since March 1st, precipitation has averaged well below normal here across the especially central and eastern Beaufort Sea and North Slope areas. Now, this is the update for the spring breakup outlook for Alaska. Nothing has really changed. The potential for the spring ice breakup, that's ice jam flooding and or snowmelt flooding, varies significantly across the state. So there is an above average potential across the interior, the especially middle upper Yukon, Tanana, Chena, Koyukuk, and some of the North Slope rivers, simply due to the fact of the above normal snowpack up there. As we go south, below average potential exists for the lower Yukon, the Kuskokwim basins, and most of south central, just due to the fact it was a warm winter with very low snowpack. And even though we have seen some snowfall and additional moisture over the past month or so, it's really not enough to really have a big impact, especially across south central areas. If anything, it's helping to suppress an early fire season, so that's good news there. Now, looking at the satellite imagery, we got still some things going on. So we had the low come up out of the North Pacific, cross the Alaska Peninsula, and then the other day it split and started sending a piece east and a piece northward. Those are both weakening. We have that system working east now into the Panhandle. That's why you're seeing rain or rain showers enhance there along areas of the Panhandle. Still getting some snow in the mid-upper elevations of the coastal mountains. And then back along areas of the west coast, there's still some lingering areas of light snow and fog. We even see that lower cloudiness and patchy snow and fog in areas of the interior up across the Yukon Flats. And then there's a hint of another system out here southwest of the Aleutians, and you can see that late tonight into early Saturday morning. That system will begin to cross the Aleutians. Not an especially strong one, but here's the remnant low working its way across the Gulf, and that's what's tending to enhance. That'll keep the rain or rain showers going across much of the Panhandle there, at least at sea level and in the low elevations. Still some snow showers along the Alaska Range, and then up here through the interior along this trough, there'll be some persistent areas of snow, fog, lower ceilings, especially up there along the Brooks Range, Yukon Flats. And then Saturday we find shot of cold air pushes southeastward across central Canada. We just have this lingering trough that'll be a focus for some instability, snow showers that could be mixed with a little rain or sleet, and a little drier conditions here along the northern Gulf Coast, especially around Prince William Sound, Anchorage, and then out west here through the lower Yukon and the Kuskokwim basins. But then our eye is on this next low coming across the central Aleutians Saturday afternoon with this frontal system that'll head gradually northeastward. It's not a strong front. This system doesn't have a ton of wind with it, but by Sunday we find a little more organization. We have two lows. The main low kind of back here toward the southwest portion of the Bering. And then behind me we just have this lingering trough from east central mainland into northwest Canada, and this is just kind of the focus. You get the daytime heating, you get the more convective nature, so you get scattered snow and rain showers mixed as a result of that kind of setup. But as we get into Monday, then we have one part of the low redevelops weakly over the western Gulf, and then there's another main low crossing up here just southwest of St. Matthew, pushing this occluded front inland, and this front is just going to have some more wet snow, a little bit of rain with it, with breezy conditions, but it's not nearly as strong as the 980 low that came up across the Alaska Peninsula in the midweek. This low will be down near 1,000 millibars, so not a very strong windy system like the previous one. Temperatures tonight, coldest along the Arctic coast. Some areas could be near zero, but with the wind holding up and still plenty of cloud cover, most areas will stop in that 5 to 10 above range, just kind of hold. And then areas of south central could dip down near freezing or a bit below, especially with any breaks in the cloud cover. Panhandle generally seeing lows mid-upper 30s and above freezing. Eastern Aleutians 42 there at on Alaska. And then for Saturday afternoon, we're going to find temperatures 40s across the Panhandle, maybe an isolated 50-degree reading there, Craig, Klawock. 40s getting back up in through and drier conditions, the Matsu Valley, the Kenai Peninsula, and around the Anchorage Bowl. Up to the far north, the winds will begin to come down there for Saturday, and high temperatures, high single digits above zero to around 10 degrees. As we trail out here down along the Alaska Peninsula, 40s flirting with 50 maybe at Dutch Harbor. And temperatures up here along the Bering Strait still below freezing, mid-upper 20s, and then colder morning. Sunday morning could see lows a bit below zero along the north slope and along the Arctic coast between Utqiagvik and Kaktovik. Again, any breaks in the clouds or clearing temperatures dip below freezing at night, but you could also get some lower clouds or fog form with any pockets of lingering moisture there in the interior. And then back here through the Panhandle, low temperatures could get down near freezing at Petersburg and Juneau. And then as we go into Sunday afternoon, not especially warm, maybe getting back up lower 50s in the southern Panhandle, Ketchikan and Craig, as well as could even give some sun, maybe get up near 50 there at Skagway and Juneau. But temperatures up through the Tanana Valley, Fairbanks in the 40s, 40s also common, It's this time of year now we get some full sunshine. It's not too hard to get temperatures back up around or even a bit above 50, but it's going to be a slower process. We don't have any really warm air left across the region. That kind of got pushed out from what happened on Thursday afternoon. And here's the extended temperature outlook, April 24th through the 28th, and this is also going to go into early May. The greatest likelihood for temperatures to average a bit above normal will be over southern mainland, especially down along the Alaska Peninsula and pushing into the Panhandle. Cooler than normal temperatures are likely Brooks Range and especially North Slope and Arctic Coast. And as we look at going into the first couple of days of May, same theme. North of the Yukon River and especially along the Brooks Range, North Slope, and Arctic Coast, temperatures are there most likely to average below normal. Meanwhile, a continuation for a little warmer than normal temperatures along the Gulf Coast. Part of that just being induced by systems that may bring a southerly flow. And then this time of year, you break into any period of clearing and some sunshine, it's very easy to quickly boost temperatures in the afternoon hours. And precipitation, though, still looks like it's going to average above normal over the southern part of the state along and south of the Alaska Range. And that'll be the case going even into early May with the focus. Perhaps there at the very end of the month, first couple of days of May, we could see precipitation average a bit above normal. Along and south of the Alaska Range that include the Talkeetna Mountains, the Mat-Su Valley, areas around Cook Inlet, including the Anchorage area and the western Kenai.